Alright, man. I'm gonna try to keep this shit quick as possible. We all seen the horrible, fucking horrible portrayal of Aaliya on Lifetime. Wendy Williams, like I said on Twitter, bitch, you fake as fuck for that. I will see your ass in hell. I will be sitting there in a fucking throne, and I'm gonna take that pitchfork and shove it right up your fucking cunt and ask you, bitch, what was wrong with you? She did this whole fucking movie to make a point that R. Kelly and her fucked around. Why the fuck do we care about that? Like, do we really give a fuck? I mean, look at the Tyga and Kylie shit. Do we really care? It's like, it's no proof, but whatever. So you did the whole movie basically just to prove a point. And that wasn't even a movie. It's like the way they edited it, chopped and screwed it. It's like you go from the beginning, she on Star Search, boom, to this point with R. Kelly. Then the dad comes in and boom, it's to the next point. Working, she's in school, then it's like the mom is like, what about the album? And boom, it goes to Dame Dash, and then boom, from there it's over. So it's like you miss hella shit. You know, Missy, of course, meeting them, but I would leave that shit alone. That was pure fuckery. If y'all want to see a real dope review on that, shout out to Ashley Miller. You know what I'm saying? Follow her on or subscribe to her channel. She does all that, the great shit, as far as TV, movies, sometimes music and shit. She has by far the best, you know, reaction to that movie. You dig? I'm just speaking my piece on it, but shout out to Ashley Miller. She don't know me or nothing like that. I don't know her, but you know, I follow her on Twitter and I'm a subscriber to her channel for a cool minute. Even I was a fan before I was actually a YouTuber, but check her out though. But yeah, this movie was fucking horrible. The TLC movie, I really didn't like. I wasn't a big TLC fan, but I have to say that basically from the shit that they were saying in interviews about them being broke and this and that, they put that better together, and it's like, shit, you felt sorry for them. You could tell this shit was rushed. And yeah, Zendaya, can't even front, girl. You dodged a fucking bullet because your career would have been fucking over. Like, she on that little Disney channel, I forget what the name of it. I used to watch that shit. That shit dope. She be grooving and shit, and the little ditzy little blonde, well, not blonde, but white girl she be with. Yeah, but if you would have been on there, your name would have been all over Twitter today. So good shit you didn't get into that shit. But I had no expectations for this movie. I like Aaliya, and I could tell a quick story. Like, back when she was dropping the Aaliya album, self-titled, and Rock the Boat was out, and it was like all these chicks was going crazy for this song, and it's like, Rock the Boat, what the fuck is that? Like, I was on Aaliya 1 in a Million album, you know, and then after 1 in a Million came Aaliya, if I'm correct. I'm not the biggest fan, like I said. So I remember that I was dating a cheerleader. Go figure, right? Shout out to Tisa, you dig? Anyway, but I guess it was some type of dance shit that they was gonna do to that song, and I don't dance, and I really wasn't into it. I went to every one of her practices and shit, but then I found out I was a nigga that was gonna be dancing with her, cause he danced. He lived like around the corner from me or whatever. You know what I mean? My brother was his partner. I mean, he was cool too, but I'm just saying. So I found out that they was gonna be like dancing together. So I didn't go, but everybody just was like, hit me up like, bruh, like, you should have went, yada yada. It was crazy, but you could hear from the auditorium the Rock the Boat song, but I didn't want to see all that. So definitely, like, from that point on, I wanted to like be interested in some of what Aaliya was doing. But Romeo Must Die, Queen of Damned, the song she had on Next Friday, I actually love that song. That song was like my joint back then. I'm not even gonna sit here in front. Like, that shit was crazy, from the melody to the hook to our vocal range. That was a dope song. 1 in a Million was another song. 4-Page Letter. Like, I actually remember that song where a girl literally wrote me a 4-page letter. Shout out to my ex though, Trisha. I think it was Trisha. I don't want to get it fucked up, but I think it had to, because I wasn't writing really nobody else. And it's like, she wrote me a 4-page letter based on that song, and that was the first time that I actually seen a girl can get inspired from listening to another song, because it was literally 4 pages. Because with me, if you write letters, I want you to like do the front and the back, like, and most people just write on the front, and I think it's a waste of talent and a waste of thoughts, because you can't get everything out just on the front. So definitely it was dope. But yeah, man, I did buy that 1 in a Million album. That shit was dope. I enjoyed that whole project. I loved all her videos, you know, but the way they portrayed her seemed like they played like she was a slut or something. You know, I didn't know her dad was like that young. I thought he was older. The brother looked it weird. It just was awkward watching this shit. The first hour of the shit was just about R. Kelly and shit. The Dame Dash shit, they kind of had him on point where they made him seem like a jerk when he kicked the two niggas back to Manhattan and they all were in another motherfucking, you know, place, and that shit was crazy. But yeah, man, it was just weird to watch it though, you know. And I knew fans was gonna go in, and soon as, you know, I'm on the West Coast, people on the East Coast already seen it. They going in on them, you know what I mean? And it's like, it's crazy. Timberland was on Instagram, that shit was crazy. So I'm just sad that they actually did it like that. I mean, you gotta look at movies that they did with. Shout out to Ashley again. She mentioned the Brittany Murphy movie. You know, I'll take it back to the 90s with the Menendez movie. You feel me? So a certain movie, Lifetime has a history of this. The Menendez movie, Lindsay Lohan playing motherfucking Elizabeth Taylor. I was mad at that shit. The OJ shit, you know what I mean? Michael Jackson. They did a lot of, Lifetime do a lot of movies like that when it comes to artists, you know. So now they pumping them out, pause. Like they got the Whitney joint next year. In Vogue doing some shit, you know, this Christmas holiday. But this has to be the most horrible portrayal of Aaliya. I'm kind of glad the parents got the music rights, because that wouldn't have been right. And I was like, yo, my mom watching it, you know, I seen it first, so I'm like, yo, you gonna watch it? She like, yeah, I'm gonna watch it after it go off. I'm like, all right, whatever. So she watched it, and I had to let her know, like, the reason why no music in there is because the parents got the rights to the music. So hopefully they do an actual movie release. Like, this movie should literally be in theaters, and it should take at least 3 to 4 years to get everything included, and it should have real people in the shit. How like Tupac did his shit, you know what I mean? That Tupac movie at the end of it, not like Notorious Big type movie, no shit like that. I don't want no movie like that. Tupac movie was like a little bit more, you know, better, because it's like actual footage mixed in, you know, and his voice is really there and shit like that. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, man. But they did her an injustice. I will say that, like, you know, R.I.P. to Aaliya, but that, I thought that was the most coldest shit. Wendy Williams is an evil bitch, man. Like, fuck her. If y'all know her on Twitter or follow her, go and say fuck her. You dig? Tag me in that shit. Like, bitch, you crazy. Or just go retweet the tweet that I motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, put on Twitter, man. Like, 'cause that shit was just fucked up. I can't wait till Monday to see what this bitch gonna say, because I know bad reviews has been everywhere. So how this bitch gonna get on camera and defend herself and put out this fucking bullshit? That's fucking sad. Like, if you gonna do something, like, even a story how she said it came about, like, oh, I heard that they was gonna do a Lifetime movie, so I looked in the camera and said, we gotta know about this, we wanna know about this, we wanna know about this, and then I guess VH1 hit her like, yo, we need you on this project, and they let her be the executive producer of the motherfucker. You know she's a fucking gossip queen, so of course she want the dirt. The bullshit. Like, why, we don't care about her and Dame Dash. It's just like this. The movie is basically of the shit that's when she not in the studio and not working on music. It's just like how I'm at home chilling, and say if I work, like, I run like a major fucking corporation, or, you know, like shoe stores and shit, but this is the shit you get when I'm done with work and everything like that. But you're not seeing me at work handling business and this and that. So it's like, that shit was weird to see that. It's like, this is all the shit when she ain't fucking making music. The person real life, like, 'cause this TV is the entertainment.